Look at you, Nick, back in LA, back with your old setup.
Back at it again with my bullshit.
No more kid's sock on your microphone.
No more condoms on my mic, man. We're going in raw this time.
Why did you have a kid's sock on your microphone, bro?
Because, man, I needed something to muffle my microphone so you don't get the like Malfoy when he says Potter. Potter! I didn't want that.
Doesn't explain why it was a kid's sock. Why couldn't it be your own sock?
Well, see, I had a kid's sock because it was smaller. And then if I put my own sock, you know, like when you put on a condom, the condom's too big, and then half the condom's just off your penis, like that. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I never dealt with that.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
dealt with big condoms, so I don't know. I can't really.
Yeah,
Can't
I
really
lie to
relate to that.
myself. I lie to myself and buy magnums, and people tell me, or girls have told me before, like, hey, like, you shouldn't be using that. You don't fit in that. But, you know, I like to think I do.
So it just slips. You just end up losing it because you have a small dick. Oh my god!
I have a small dick and I'm proud.
Little Dicky too.
Little Dicky, man. What is it with like this trend now that everybody's like, yeah, I got a small dick, like yeah, like they're proud of it.
Shrimp
like, I got
gang.
a small dick. Yeah, exactly.
Shrimp
Shrimp
dick
gang,
gang.
small dick gang, little Dicky, all this stuff. I guess it's that. It's kind of the same energy that I don't know. I guess like I don't know. I guess people with small dicks have been oppressed for a very long time.
Yeah. So now they're just being proud of it, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you said there, like you got a big old dick, huh?
It'd be funny if I just said, yeah, we're just proud of it.
What's up, man? Are you gonna fucking rob something? Like, I don't think you could, because as soon as you go to rob a place, they're just gonna type up "uh-oh" and they're gonna find either my handle or your handle. So it's either you're fucked or I'm fucked.
No, there's actually a lot of users with uh-oh in front of their handle, so
Yeah,
I
but
feel like all our followers should have uh-oh in front of their handle.
there's a lot of our fans that actually do that, and that's freaking awesome. But they're gonna look at the leaders of the pack. They're not gonna look at all the other fans. That's not
You
true.
think so?
I mean, maybe we get big enough, they start. They're gonna look at our fucking podcasts and sketches and videos, and they're gonna see you wearing this shit all the time. You're fucked.
I'm not gonna rob a bank.
That's
Nick,
actually a
don't
good
worry.
idea. I should rob a bank with that merch, like merched out just like you, because I rarely ever use it. Only like my I only have my sweater. So then if I do that, they're gonna think it's you. That's actually a smart idea.
Maybe that's not a good idea.
Does it make you
Because
feel
what if they think
comfortable
it's
wearing
you?
that? Nah, they're not gonna think that. They're gonna think it's you. I'll even
Why?
I'll write your handle somewhere.
Shit, I'll do something bad too and then write your handle, bitch.
You know what I always thought? Like if I were to, I feel like I would be a great criminal if I was actually pursuing that life or was about that life. Like I would, if I were to like rob a bank, I would purposefully like leave like certain areas of my skin exposed and then paint my skin a different color so then people would think that I'm black per se or I'm very white or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? I'll do
You
that
really think
purposefully.
that would work?
It would help, man. It would help. I've seen a lot of movies and stuff. I know you got to wipe your bullets with alcohol and all that stuff to leave no fingerprints. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people get caught because of the shelling.
Why do you say alcohol?
Alcohol? I said
Yeah.
alcohol or alcohol?
I remember, I think it was the last episode or like, I don't know, one of these episodes. Every time you said alcohol, now you're confusing me. Every time you said alcohol, you always said alcohol or something like that.
I do say alcohol. Yeah, I don't know.
Who taught you that?
I don't know. But it's, apples and apples.
Yeah. But you really think that would work?
I mean, it wouldn't be the only thing. You got to do like a whole bunch of other things to kind of pretend like you're framing somebody else. Like, you go into the barber shop, you get somebody's hair, put it in a little bag, and you leave it as evidence, like tiny little pieces of hair.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that.
Right.
You buy a different shoe size, whether it's smaller or bigger.
Damn, you really thought about this, huh?
Hey man, sometimes I'm just up at night thinking like, how can I get rich quick?
Damn.
My other option would be starting a uh becoming like a guru, and then
Okay.
helping people how to get rich even though I'm not rich.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz that's what most of them do. Like they're not really rich. They just pretend like they're rich. They just rent a Rolex, rent a nice car,
Right.
rent like a fancy house or Airbnb it, and now
Yeah.
everybody
Isn't
thinks
that
they're
how
rich.
Ty Lopez kind of
Yeah.
did his thing? Because he
Knowledge.
had he had like a Ferrari in the garage full of
Yep.
books. He had a mansion that he did videos in.
Mhm.
Whatever happened to him?
Yeah, apparently he actually made a decent amount of money from doing that, and he
Hmm.
used that money to actually buy legitimate businesses and like invest into legitimate businesses.
So now he doesn't need to be a guru anymore.
Well, he never really was. It was just a lot of gullible people.
Right. Damn, I see so many people making so much money on the NFT space.
I
I feel
know.
like a lot of people are gonna lose money though. I feel like there's gonna be a huge crash and people are just gonna lose everything.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. But it's not just going to be like just NFT. I think even crypto is going to take a hit.
Yeah.
Everything's going to take a hit.
I heard Logan Paul like spent $1 million just last week on NFTs.
Really?
$1 million fucking dollars, bro. And there's so many people starving in the fucking world, even in this country. And this dude is just throwing a milli like it's nothing on freaking digital arts.
I mean, that's the least of my concern, though. There's a lot of people with way more money than Logan Paul that are doing way dumber things, like Floyd Mayweather, for example.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are selfish, I guess, you know? They
Yeah.
don't really think about anyone else, especially if you have that much money.
Dude, speaking of starving people, I know this morning on our group chat, you sent like some stuff about the earthquake in Haiti.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. I didn't even know that one happened. It was Saturday. It wasn't even
Yeah.
today.
You didn't know it happened?
I had no idea.
Yeah. It was a big one, bro.
Yeah,
7.2.
it was bigger than the one that happened, what, like 7, 8 years ago?
I think it was like a little bit bigger than that. But still,
Right.
it caused a lot of damage.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
there's more than like 1,000 people that are confirmed dead.
Yeah. Last I saw, it was like 1,300 and rising. There's like hundreds of people missing.
Insane, bro. And they're already
Bro.
going through a fucking crisis out there because of
Yeah.
COVID.
COVID and their president just got assassinated. And I mean, even taking out COVID and their president being assassinated, Haiti just struggles, bro. It's one of the richest or the poorest countries in the Eastern Hemisphere, if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
or
I mean,
Western
bro, they're
Hemisphere.
still
Sorry.
recovering from that last earthquake, which happened like, what, 5, 6 years ago?
Longer, bro. I was in high school. This happened like 10 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought it was
yeah,
like 2015.
Nah, I think. Oh, actually, hold on. There, it might have been another one that I'm thinking about when I was in high school. I don't remember.
Do they sit at like a
Yeah,
a
tectonic plate.
tectonic plate? Really?
Yeah.
Damn, they're unlucky as fuck, man. Cause they get hurricanes too.
Yeah, and that's another thing. There's actually a tropical storm or a hurricane that's supposed to hit them like today. I think it's probably going through there right now.
Oh my god, bro.
They don't take breaks, bro. It's like God punishes that
crazy.
island.
Yeah, that's a bad place to be, huh?
Yep. A lot of poverty out there.
What's next to it? Is it Costa Rica?
Dominican Republic. Yeah.
Right, they go through some shit too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they go through some shit because it's literally right next to it. You know, if Haiti's getting hit by a hurricane, so is Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
They're both like a small island divided into two.
Yeah, but did Dominican Republic like feel the earthquake?
I'm sure they felt it, but it was
Because I know it was like the west of the major city.
It
So
was
like,
west of the entire island. So like
right,
the Dominican Republic is in the opposite side.
right.
So I mean, I'm sure they felt it, but nowhere near to the point where, like they might have felt like some slight trembles and shakes, but no destruction like Haiti's experiencing right now.
Yeah, yeah. That whole area, bro, is just, like they definitely go through some shit. Even like Cuba, Jamaica.
Yeah, I mean, Cuba's still going through some shit right now. One thing that gets me upset about these things that happen in other countries, like I don't know if we spoke about this before on the podcast. I forgot, but I remember when the whole thing was happening in Cuba, which I mean, it's still happening, and I know I have a lot of Cuban friends. I'm sure you do too, probably coming from Florida, Miami, and bro, I know a lot of friends of mine on Facebook and Instagram that are Cuban that have never said shit about any other country when they were going through it, like Venezuela, Haiti, whatever country, like in the Middle East and stuff like that. And as soon as the thing happened in Cuba, they were quick to be like, "Oh, why the fuck is nobody talking about this shit? Like, this needs to be brought up to the limelight. Like, people should be talking about this." I'm like, "Yo, you're the same person that wasn't talking about every other problem that ends up happening, but now because it's your people, you feel some type of way and you want to speak about it. I understand that, but don't be hypocritical. You know what I mean?"
I mean, they are gonna look out for their country, their home country. I feel like anybody would do that if their
Yeah,
home country was going through some shit.
I get it, but what the point that I'm making is that there's a lot of people kind of pointing at other people like, why aren't you saying anything, or why isn't this
Hmm.
person saying anything?
Oh, right.
And it's like, why weren't you saying anything when this happened and this happened and that happened?
Right. Yeah.
Comes a little
True.
bit hypocritical.
Yeah. And like, what about what's going on in Afghanistan right now, bro? Like, that shit, like some crazy, crazy sceneries I've been seeing today.
Oh my God, you sent it in the group chat too, like people holding on to an Air Force plane as it's about to take off, and then some footage of the plane already in the air, and you could see like somebody falling off of the plane.
Multiple bodies falling off.
Bro, that is insane.
That's how bad they wanted to leave there. So that's how you know how, like, the situation there has to be really fucking bad for them to risk their life like that.
Oh my God, bro, it's so sad. It's so sad seeing images like that because those people are so desperate. They have their whole family. Like, there's people, they're literally leaving with nothing. There's a couple of people that have like luggages and shit, but most people, they don't have shit. They just have their family, their children, their wives, or whatever the case may be, and they're just fucking dipping. They're just trying to leave, running.
Yeah. I saw videos of, like, just bodies laying on the floor, too, because the Taliban, like, was just knocking on people's doors, and I don't know. I guess they were, like, just checking to see who was, I don't know. I really don't know, like, the full story, but I definitely saw some crazy, shocking footage coming out of there.
Yeah, I digged a little bit into it. Whoever had, if you in any shape, way, or form assisted the United States, you're fucked if you live
Yeah, that's
there.
probably what it was, that the people that died.
Yeah, you're absolutely screwed. They're coming after you and they're going to kill you.
Do you think it was a good idea to get our troops out of there?
I mean, we were honestly fighting a losing war for over a decade.
Yeah, it's been like 20 years.
Yeah, I was actually recently watching a video. I don't know if it was on Vox or Vice on YouTube, and we weren't the first people to invade Afghanistan. Like in history, there's been a lot of other people, like Russia and England. They tried to invade, and they were unsuccessful as well. The reason it's so hard to really take control of Afghanistan is that it's not like a United States where it's like one government rules all. Like, yeah, sure, they have a government, but they have like 13 to like 15 different parts of Afghanistan that are like totally different groups of people that speak different languages. And there's so many. They live right by the tip of the Himalayan mountains, and it's so mountainous that for you to get just from one side to the other of the country is so fucking hard. They don't really have like official roads like that, you know?
Right.
And then
Everything's
with the
dirt.
yeah, and with the Taliban, what they would end up doing is they would leave Afghanistan, retreat, and go to a different country. I think it's Pakistan, which is right next to it. And then they would refocus, rearm themselves, get new recruits in Pakistan, and go back into Afghanistan and fight some more. So it's like you're fighting an enemy kind of blind that has like unlimited people. They just keep going to other countries, recruiting more people, and coming back. You know? But my thing is like, how do they not find the leaders? Like, after all these fucking years, you guys never found the leaders. How?
The Taliban leaders, you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, don't they even have Twitter accounts?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think they do. I think they have, like, I think some of the leaders have Twitter accounts, but yet they fucking banned Trump. This world makes no sense.
Yeah, this shit is crazy. This shit is absolutely
Bro, I have a
nuts,
feeling
bro.
China's gonna take over Taiwan and US is not gonna do shit about it.
No, especially with Biden in office. Biden,
Yeah.
I was listening to a podcast of Valuetainment, Patrick Bet David, and they were mentioning some things. I'm like, yo, this could be so true, because Hunter Biden, Biden's son, lived in China for a while. So I'm sure that they have a lot of fucking dirt on him. So what they were saying is like, I'm sure that the Chinese government went up to Biden and was like, hey, like, if you don't comply, if you go out of the script and say these other things, then it's going to be really bad for you. You know, like basically threatening him. And I'm positive that's happened, bro. Biden's been in office for fucking decades, like working for the government.
Yeah, I feel like we're just kissing China's ass now.
I mean, he for sure is.
I heard even Kamala Harris has a Chinese name.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you heard of. I just heard this the other day.
What do you mean by that?
If it's, like, you know how Chinese people come to the U.S. and they get a new name.
Yeah.
So it's she basically has a Chinese name.
Oh shit! And she changed it basically to Kamala Harris.
No. Like she did the same thing that Chinese people do when they come here.
Oh.
But she did it in China. You know, so
Right.
she has like a unique Chinese name for. It's not Kamala Harris. What's her name again? Fuck, I forgot.
Kamala
Harris. Yeah, it's not that. It's like something else.
True.
In Chinese. So yeah, I don't know. This is something I gotta verify, but it's what I heard.
It's funny because what you just mentioned, there's a lot of Asian people here in California and LA particularly.
Yeah.
And then I would meet a lot of them and they'll be like, oh, what's your name? It's like, oh, my name's Joe, or my name's Peter. And I'm
John.
like, right, John. I meet so many fucking Johns that are Asian. And I'm like, how the fuck do they have these white ass names? And I never like crossed my mind until I realized. I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense now.
Yeah, I mean, they have to, or else like no one is gonna be able to pronounce their name.
Right.
Not in America, at least.
I mean, still though, but I don't know. I would be all for having a unique name and holding on to it and making people call me my unique ass name.
Right. I just don't know how you would write it in English, because even the way they write it, like they write is like completely different.
Yeah, but they could write in the alphabets in American, or I guess the rest of the, I don't even know what the fuck's called. It's regular alphabets, like with A's and B's and C's.
Yeah, but I feel like it would be a long ass name or something. I don't know.
True.
I don't know why they do that. I just think it's because they want to simplify shit.
Yeah, makes sense. They're like tired of people fucking saying that shit wrong. Even like my mom, for example. My mom, because you know, being Latino, there's a lot of times where they put like duh or Del in front of a name, like Del Cruz.
Da Silva.
Da Silva, exactly. So my mom took out the duh in front of her name, in front of her last name, just so she can have the regular last name, because she was tired of people asking her, like, is it together or separate? So she was like, nah, fuck that. I'm just going to take that shit out.
Yeah, well, you could do that once you turn him like a citizen.
Right. Are you going to change your name to Michael?
Hell no. No, thank you. I'm going to keep it as is. Did you want to change your name?
No. I mean, I have a pretty fucking common name.
Oh, I thought you just called your name pretty.
I have a pretty name too. It's funny because when I was young, I loved being called Nick, but now that I'm getting older, I'm totally fine and cool with being called Nicholas. I feel like it's like a mature, because it's like more of like a mature thing, I guess. Like Nick sounds like I'm really fucking young.
Really?
I kind of, I mean, not necessarily even to my age, but I feel like the older I get, like when I get in my 40s and stuff, I'll be like, call me Nicholas instead of Nick, you know?
True. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, I don't know.
I'll keep it simple though. I'll keep it Nick. If it was me.
Bro, Nicholas is pretty fucking simple too.
Yeah, but like a lot of people don't know like if it's spelled with a CH or just a C,
right,
you know?
Right.
So it makes things more complicated, but everybody knows how to spell Nick. It's a 4-letter word.
Right. How do you know I don't like it just being NIC though?
Wait, what?
How do you know that I don't like Nick being spelled NIC instead of NICK?
Oh, right. Yeah, because there is people that are named NIC.
Yep. I know you don't really care too much about the sports world, but I'm sure you've heard of this, and this was a little bit shocking. You saw that Messi is leaving Barcelona, or he left Barcelona?
I did. Yes, he's going to France, right?
Yeah, PSG, where Neymar plays.
Wow, they're going to play together again.
They're going to play together again.
He's going to shine. Neymar's going to take a back seat.
I don't know. Messi's already 34, though. I mean, he's going to ball out.
Still, he's so good.
I mean, yeah, he's amazing, bro. But isn't that crazy,
bro? It was
bro?
weird to see him number 30, though.
Yeah.
Instead of number 10.
But he was number 30, if I'm not mistaken, right before he took the number 10 jersey in Barcelona as well. Yeah, because at the time when he started playing, Ronaldinho was number 10.
Right.
Messi's first ever goal for Barcelona was assisted by Ronaldinho. Isn't that crazy?
No way. Yo, they used to play so good together.
I mean, they didn't really play that much. They played like 2 seasons, maybe 2 seasons.
Was it?
The thing with Brazilian professional soccer players is that they love to party and they love that lifestyle because they come from nothing. So they're like, oh, now I got money. Now I'm going to go party. Now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do that. And they kind of shorten their career. Like Ronaldinho, that's exactly what happened to him. A lot of these other Brazilian greats too, like Ronaldo and stuff like that. They love to party and just get fucked up.
It's part of our culture.
Neymar, same way, bro. He gets fucked up all the time.
Really?
Hell yeah. He's about that life. So it's like that kind of shortens
I remember
their career.
Ronaldinho being so fucking good. Like, he would embarrass other players.
He kind of brought that whole dribbling thing into the because people would do that on the street or maybe like in practice or
like
whatever.
Street soccer.
Yeah, but he brought that shit into the actual
onto
pitch,
the
like
field. Yeah.
That was pretty.
But
dope.
it was entertaining because like
Super.
everybody would be fixated on him.
The no look passes.
Yeah.
Man was nasty.
And then he went to AC Milan, right? After that.
Yeah.
He was like number 80 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So what's the reason why Messi didn't get number 10? Because Neymar has number 10?
Yeah, Neymar offered him number 10. He was like, you can have number 10.
No way.
Yeah, but Messi
Neymar
said that
did that?
Yeah, he did that.
Wow.
But Messi said he didn't want it. He wanted him to keep it, and then he would get a new number.
Holy shit.
Which I think was the right thing to do.
I'm surprised Neymar wanted to do that.
I mean, bro, that's like his great friend. They're amazing friends, you know?
Yeah. I actually saw they were hanging out before they announced that Messi was going to France.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in Neymar's...
I didn't see that.
Like, I think Messi was at Neymar's house in France. So, I thought they were just like hanging out, but I guess they were like discussing, whatever the future holds.
Well, I mean, Messi didn't want to leave Barcelona. He wanted to leave Barcelona a year ago, and then they didn't let him leave, so his contract ran down, and he decided to sign a new contract for I think 4 years. But Barcelona is in crazy debt. Like they're over $1 billion in debt right now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're in crazy, crazy debt right now.
Why?
And
what happened?
just bad finances, bro. Like they bought Felipe Coutinho for 150 million euros or something like that.
Jeez.
Or 130, some shit like that. And then they bought
I don't
this
even
other.
know who that is.
Bro, are you kidding me? He plays for Brazil. Felipe Coutinho.
Oh. No, I don't know. Who
Really?
that is.
He was in the fucking World Cup. And then they bought this other French guy, Dembele. They spent like over 100 million on him as well. And both of those players aren't really doing shit, you know?
Damn, these teams would be throwing 100 million like it's $100, bro.
That's what I'm saying. But it comes out and bites them in the ass. Plus, they're paying these players so much fucking money. Like their salaries are ridiculous. And what ends up happening is like with Coutinho, for example, he signed like a 5-year contract, and he refuses to leave because he's earning so much money. So they're trying to sell him, but no clubs are willing to buy them and spend that much money on his salary. So they have no choice but to keep him.
Wow.
Yep. So they end up getting fucked. And then they tried to sign Messi to a new deal, but the league that Messi plays for in Spain, or Barcelona play for in Spain, they didn't allow it to happen because it was going to mess with like the financial fair play. They basically put a cap on the salary. Mm-hmm. And it was going to go over the cap. And Messi took a 50% pay cut just so he can play for Barcelona. No, play for them. But still wasn't enough.
Wow.
And people are saying like, "Oh, why doesn't he just play for free? Like he's made so much fucking money."
The fuck?
Well, I mean, I get it. I understand what they're saying. Like, play for free for a year and then for the rest of the time fucking make your money again. But I
wouldn't do it.
In Spanish law, you're not allowed to make less than 50% of your last contract. So let's say I just got paid $100 million on my last contract. When I sign a new contract,
get paid less than 50.
Yep. So I have to make at least 50 million on my next contract.
Wow. So how much did he get paid for the new team?
I don't know. I didn't look, but he got a 2-year contract with an option for a 3rd year, but he's getting bank, like way more than he's getting in Barcelona.
Wow.
Yeah, he's making bank.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And they got a crazy squad. They got so much fucking money out there.
Wow. How crazy, man. So much money involved in sports, especially soccer.
I mean, it's the biggest sport in the world. It's just that here in the United States, you don't really realize how big it is.
Yeah.
We're Brazilian, so we kind of know that, because we're used to like seeing this shit in Europe and the World Cup, and we know how big this shit is. But here in the United States, people don't believe it is. They think it's fucking football or baseball or even basketball. Right. Doesn't come close.
Americans are in such a bubble.
Mm-hmm. Sports, like fighting sports, actually make a decent amount of money, like boxing. Right. That's prize fighting. But there's nowhere near the same amount of boxers that there are soccer players.
Who's the highest paid athlete of all time? Is it Messi?
Of all time? I don't know. And it also depends on like what you're talking about. Like, are you talking about career earnings, or are you talking about their overall net worth?
Career earnings, like whatever they got from the contract.
That's a good question. I think it would be Messi.
Yeah, right.
Last year, or in the year 2020, the highest paid athlete was McGregor.
Whoa.
And he didn't even win any. Yep, he didn't even win any fights.
Damn, I wonder how much Dana White took from him.
I don't know, but
because he gets a cut for every fighter, no?
I don't know how it works anymore with Dana White specifically, but he doesn't really own the UFC. He's just kind of like the face of the UFC, the president of the UFC.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
So I went camping this past week. It's pretty nice.
Where'd you go?
To get away. Camping.
Where?
It was like New York, but like right at the state line between New York and Pennsylvania.
I heard New York is actually absolutely beautiful. Like upstate New York is absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, where I went was super, super nice. Amazing, bro. And I thought Atlanta was green. This shit was green as fuck, bro. And like the weather super nice. It rained, but it felt nice. The water was good to get in. It was amazing, bro. Just green everywhere, and I don't know. I had a really nice time, and I didn't know that it was this beautiful up there. Makes me want to literally take a whole fucking tour of the East Coast, because there's so many places I still haven't been.
Yeah.
Amazing, bro.
The only issue is that it's nice during the summer, but when it gets fucking wintertime,
yeah,
that shit is crazy.
You definitely got to take advantage of summer, because winter you can't really do shit. It's all cold and white, and the trees aren't there anymore. You know, the leaves at least.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun to me at all.
Yeah, but now, like this time of year, amazing, bro. Amazing.
What was the hottest it got while you were there camping?
Bro, it didn't get that hot. It was like, I think the highest it went was like, what, 78, 80 maybe?
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. And then we woke up in the morning. It was like pretty frisky. It was like 60 something.
Mm-hmm. Enough to get your nipples nice and hard right in the morning.
And then once the sun was up, like it started getting hot. And then I just went into the river again.
Damn, boy. Yeah. Look at you living like a caveman.
For real. It was like fucking making fires and shit. Bro, the funniest shit. Yeah. Well, I was putting wood into the fire pit. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, you were fucking like making that shit, like rubbing the wood together and sparking a whole fire. Like you were fucking.
I should do that
for real.
Next time. Bro, the funniest shit happened to me. I think I already told you, but I'm gonna explain it here just for the audience. I was in the river, like filming like a little segment for a vlog, and I just saw something moving, like as I was setting up the camera, like in the back, and then I look at it, it's a fucking snake, bro. And I'm like, oh shit! I fucking picked up the camera. It wasn't even that big, but you know, it was a snake. So
what color was the snake?
It was black, but it had like snake textures, like a fucking python. But it wasn't a python. I know that for sure. It was just like it was a water snake because it could swim.
I think all snakes could swim.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think it was just like a garden snake that they're not poisonous since it was black.
No, but it wasn't fully black. It had like. Damn, I don't even know how to say it, but like it had the skin, like you could see that the skin was like, if it looked like a snake skin, like it had patterns.
Right. It was like there's certain areas that were darker. Patterns. Right.
Yeah. So, but like overall, the snake was black, and it was like kind of thick. It was like this thick, I would say. And as I was setting up the camera, I saw the snake just moving, and then I picked up the camera to like film it and shit, and like I was kind of tracking the snake, and then as I was tracking it, it kind of got into a place that it had a dead end. It couldn't really go anywhere, so I was just started like, and at this point I stopped filming, and then I was just looking at it, and then this snake, like, kind of, I guess it felt threatened because it had nowhere else to go, so it just started swimming towards me, bro. Dude, I fucking felt so fucking scared, bro. I started, like, hopping around like a fucking little bitch, bro. It was hilarious.
Damn,
I felt so terrified.
You were in the river at that point?
Yeah, I was in the river filming the snake, like on the rock, like, by the bushes. But then like it came to a point that the snake couldn't really go anywhere, and then it just like started coming towards me, and then I just had to get the fuck out of there because it moves quick on the water.
Right.
So I was just like running with the camera and everything, trying to get the fuck out of there, and I just saw the snake like swimming down the fucking river.
Imagine you drop that fucking camera in the river.
Dude. I would have been so pissed. I would have been so mad.
Oh, fuck. That would make the story so much better, though.
I went skinny dipping for the first time.
The snake didn't bite you in the dick? You weren't scared?
Nah.
Was that before or after you saw the snake?
I went skinny dipping before I saw the snake.
Oh, because if you would have saw that shit, you'd have been scared.
Yeah, I would have.
The fishes
I also
think
went
that your
to
dick is a worm?
You mean like another snake?
Or like a fish just thinks that like your dick is like a little worm and they try to bite it?
No, I don't think it would be confused with a little worm. I probably think it's like a rival or something, you know?
Oh, yeah, because you got a big fish dick, huh?
Fish dick? I also went to Scranton, Pennsylvania. Have you ever heard of that city?
No. Oh, I think you told me about this, right? It's from The Office?
Yeah, it's supposedly where like the office is located, the show. So like there's like certain locations there that shows in the intro of the show. Mm-hmm. So I went to like see some of those places. But it's like such a small city. There's really nothing there. I just saw the sign for the Scranton that they show in the show. And then like the building, the paper factory that Dunder Mifflin actually buys their paper, or the factory that makes the paper that Dunder Mifflin sells. I mean, you probably have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
But the people that watch The Office,
I watched The Office, but I never really got into it like that. Like I always watch like random episodes.
Bro. It is so fucking good, bro.
It's funny. I'm not gonna lie. Good. I guess what just discourages me is that there's so many seasons. But you need to start from the beginning though, because there's there's a long a bigger story in all the seasons together. Because I mean, every episode is like, you know, a different story, a different part of the story, but there's an overall story in the entire series. Right.
And it's so good. It gets like pretty emotional as well, not just like comedy, you know?
Right.
I love it, bro. It's like one of my favorite shows of all time. And it's like one of those, like after you watch it, you can just throw it on at any time and like just watch it, you know?
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you, if you could be any animal, what animal would you be and why?
I think we talked about this already.
Well, fuck it. I forgot what you said. Damn, it's a good choice.
Yeah, because they have no predators. Plus, they can see really fucking good, and they can fly anywhere.
Yeah, they could fly. That's the big thing. They could fly really high. Like there's only I think eagles can fly the highest, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, because their nest is up in the fucking mountains and shit.
Right.
So, I mean, the only predators they have is when they're like eggs, you know, like when they're like before they hatch, like when like, you know, other mammals and shit like want to eat the eggs, but a full grown fucking eagle, ain't nothing killing that shit.
I mean, if it's on the ground, it could get fucked by a lot of different things, but
yeah, but it has good eyes, so it's not gonna be in a situation where it sees threats.
All right.
And plus, most of the food that they eat is like fish and stuff like that. Like they'll fucking go in and grab a fish out of the water.
Yeah. All right. If you were an eagle, what if you could only be an eagle if you were blind? Would you still be an eagle, or would you choose another animal?
Damn! What the fuck? How would an eagle survive without eyes? If an eagle has no eyes, it's gonna be dead within a week. How's it gonna eat?
Yeah, I guess.
They don't have good ears like owls do. Oh wait, is it owls that can hear good? I forgot which animal could hear good. Bats, right?
I have no idea. I just know that bats cause COVID.
That's all we think about when we think of bats now.
I mean,
What about you? What animal would you be?
I mean, I was gonna say like some type of bird, but fuck, an eagle's pretty good.
You said some type of bird?
Yeah, some type of fucking bird. Because I would love to fly.
Right.
I can't choose eagle. Maybe I'll choose a hawk.
Right.
Pretty close.
But an eagle could fuck up a hawk.
I'm sure they're probably way bigger.
Yeah. My second choice would be a polar bear.
Fuck that, bro. What's up with you and wanting to live in these cold ass places? Fucking Alaska.
Bro, polar bears don't feel cold.
Bro, you believe the Earth is flat? Like, what the fuck? Do you really think that there's gonna be polar bears over there in Antarctica? It's all a fucking wall. It's a wall with the military out there. You really believe there's polar bears?
No, they're in Alaska, bro. They're in the Arctic.
Are they?
Yeah, they're not in Antarctica.
I didn't know that polar bears were in Alaska.
Yes.
I thought Alaska
had North Alaska though, like where like the ocean is frozen.
I know that there are bears in Alaska, but I didn't think it was polar bears.
Yeah, North Alaska has polar bears. Bro, Alaska has so many fucking predators. It has wolves. It has wolverines. It has all types of bear. It has eagles. It has fucking what else? There's a lot of different things that can kill you there.
And you still want to live there?
I think it's beautiful. I mean, I never said I wanted to live there. I just want to visit. But
you wouldn't, bro, come on. You fucking say you would live in Alaska.
Bro, I feel like if I had nothing going on here, I would totally want to try it. At least for a year. Just to see what the lifestyle is like.
Even if you still had a lot of shit going on. I mean, you could do anything, especially in the field that we're in, you could do it from wherever.
That's true, but not there. Not in the wilderness. Bro, there's people that are like really successful here, like especially in the show that I watch, Life Below Zero, like where people actually own real estate here, but they choose to live in the wilderness there with no fucking electricity, no technology, no plumbing, nothing. Straight woods with a fucking rifle, and that's it. And they just in an axe to chop wood.
See, that sounds fun for a couple of days. And it doesn't even sound that fun. Like, it sounds fun just to film the experience.
Right. Yeah. But I wouldn't go that isolated, I don't think. I would just like to live in like a small town where I can actually just get like a little cabin or something. And I could just drive to the grocery store, you know, if I need food and all that. But also have the option to go hunting and all that stuff. And fishing.
You'd go hunting and like kill a big ass deer or a buck?
I would.
See, I would only do that if I'm gonna eat the meat. I wouldn't just kill it for the kill.
No, yeah, that's exactly. Whoa, hold on a second. I would definitely not kill just for the pleasure. Fuck that. I would go specifically to eat.
Yeah, but even then, like, I don't know. Like, I would feel bad still. I say that now, but I feel like if I'm in front of the rifle and I have to shoot it.
Plus, like, knowing how it's going to taste, too. And you're hungry.
Wait, what do you mean? Like, that would make you want to do it, not make you want to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that'll make you.
I'm saying, like, it would be harder. It would be hard to kill something when you're literally standing right in front of it with the gun.
No, all you got to do is go like that.
I don't know. I'd feel bad. I'd be like, fuck. Really? And then he started killing people. No. That's how it all began.
No. I think I would want to do it because I know that those animals, like that's the best type of meat you can get, bro. They're like in nature. They're in the wild. No fucking processed meat at all.
I got the best
These
meat.
creatures are fucking happy as fuck and like no stress whatsoever, you know? So they got the best quality meat for sure.
Nah,
And not
bro.
only that, but like if I can actually bring one down, that's like saving so much money because if I were to buy that in a grocery store, it would cost me so much more.
Yeah, but you're gonna fucking freeze that meat for a long ass time?
Well, yeah, if I was living there, yeah. Fuck yeah, that shit would last me for months.
Well, yeah, I guess, but still, like, now it's frozen meat, bro. Come on, you gotta be like Wendy's, never frozen patties.
I don't think. I mean, I eat frozen salmon all the time, but that doesn't still taste good as fuck to me.
Yeah, I guess. Plus, it's like, it's really natural meat. It's like there's no
Yeah,
preservatives and shit like that on it.
exactly. But yeah, I would love to do that out there and also like go fishing for like king salmon and sockeye salmon. I think that would be amazing just for that
Well, you
experience right
fucking
there.
sit inside of an igloo and make a hole in the ground and then fish?
No, the rivers don't freeze up.
Oh, okay. I thought, well, come on. There's some places that freeze up.
Not the rivers where the
What about the
salmon's.
lakes? What about the lakes? Isn't there fish in the
There's no
lakes?
salmon in the lakes. I don't think.
No,
That
it's
those are
only
other types of fish.
true.
Cause salmons they go through the river to spawn.
Where the fuck does the water from the river come from? Is it all melted snow?
I think so. Like from rain, melted
Yeah, what about
snow,
like the
and
summertime though? Like
I think it comes from like I don't know the rain, I guess,
nah,
or like
bro,
some
I don't
other
know.
bigger bodies of water.
Like every river, like where the fuck does that water come from?
That's funny that you asked that because I was looking into like the river that we were staying in front of or camping in front of, and it comes from like a reservoir and
Hmm.
it flows. It keeps flowing outward onto the ocean. But like, why doesn't it run out? I don't understand.
Yeah, where does the water from the reservoir come from?
Maybe it's a collection of rainwater. I don't know.
It needs to rain a lot for all that shit to happen though. Cause think
But
about how
it
many
does rain a
fucking
lot out here.
yeah, but goddamn, bro, like for it to have gallons of fucking, I don't know.
I
Like it sure it
guess.
rains a lot, but still, like for
But
that
I
much,
do think it does have something to do with it because look at the Colorado River right now, like drying up. Like there hasn't been any rain, so it makes sense that the river's drying up.
yeah, that's
You know,
true.
bro, like it's getting bad. Like we thought it was bad when we went to Lake Powell. Right now it's even worse.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, next year we're gonna have a lot of restrictions.
That's insane, bro.
The only reason we don't have it right now is because they signed some agreement. Well, actually, there's some people that do have restrictions. Like for example, say I was actually watching a little mini documentary, and the first people that they cut off were the farmers. But also to me it makes sense because there's people fucking farming in the middle of the desert in like Arizona, and I'm like, why the fuck are you gonna farm in the middle of Arizona? Like I get it, you've been there for decades in your family, but shit, bro, find a new place. Go to fucking Idaho or some other shit where it rains more, you know?
So they need a lot of water.
They need a shitload of water. A shitload of water.
Right.
So they've been cutting off a lot of these farmers. But in return, when you cut off the farmers, what's going to end up happening? The food supply is it's going to go down and food expenses are going to go up, you know?
Yeah.
But
What do
they're
they
going to start
plant?
everything. Everything and anything.
Hmm.
Fruits, vegetables, wheat, whatever.
I want to learn how to. I wish I could do that now. Cause you never
Farm?
know when this whole. Yeah, bro.
You need a lot of land. Not even a lot of
Yeah.
land, but you need some land.
I would just like. I would like to have some acres for sure, so that I can like have a greenhouse and plant a bunch of different shit.
Yeah. And the thing is too is like if you get something happens to like your crops, and you're living off your crops, you're fucked
Yeah.
for a long
What do you
time
mean?
possibly.
Like, what do you mean if something happens? Like what?
I mean, they could catch diseases very easily. There's could be bugs that go and eat up your fucking crops, make it rotten. fire, a wildfire, whatever. There's a lot of
Right.
different things. Maybe it rains way too much and it causes a lot of your crops to die. There's so much shit that can happen. And then in the wintertime, when it gets so fucking cold, your crops die.
Mm-hmm.
In Brazil, I
Yeah.
remember my mom's ex-husband. She he lived in this place in Minas Gerais called Governador Valadares, where they have this massive river, and I'd call him my grandfather. He would basically have like a plantation of a whole bunch of different fruits and vegetables that he would sell at the market, and that was his job. That's how he made his income. And a lot of the times during the summer, there would be a lot of floods, and it would literally
Yeah.
every year there would be floods, and it would
Right.
ruin his crop every year, and he would have to start from new every year.
Yeah. Bro, if you look at like the greatest compilations of like floods from like dams and stuff, most of them are in Brazil.
Oh my God, there's so much bad shit in Brazil when it comes to floods.
Yeah. So many floods out there, bro. Like because they don't I don't know, something goes wrong with the dam and then that shit just like breaks or something and then it just floods the entire fucking thing around them, the
Hmm.
area around it. And sometimes there's cities, you know?
Yeah,
Like that city you just mentioned, Governador Valadares, like that's been flooded before.
yeah, it's crazy, bro. Like even flash floods, that shit is scary as hell to me. I remember when we were in Zion before, they talk about like, oh, be careful for flash floods. Have you seen videos of flash floods?
Yeah, it's fucking scary.
Scary as hell, bro. It starts with a little stream. Within a minute, it's this violent river just taking everything
Yeah.
in its path.
Yep.
And it's like no
Crazy.
warning, absolutely no warning. Like if it rained fucking hundreds of miles from here, it's most likely gonna come down to over here and flood the whole place up.
Crazy, bro. These natural
Sketch.
disasters are getting more intense now too.
Yeah, bro. California with all these damn forest fires and eventually more and more earthquakes. Shit
Yeah,
is
that shit
crazy.
is no joke, bro. That shit
Man,
is hella fucking scary.
I realized how bad the air quality is. I've been living in LA for 2 years now. Actually, this week is going to make 2 years that I've been living here.
Right.
And I've always knew that the air quality is bad, obviously, but I've never been affected by it until I really have been living here now for a long time and I go back to Florida. When I go back to Florida, I run outside and my time in running is so much faster, less effort. I could breathe super, super well. And
Mm-hmm.
when I come back here, I almost feel like there's like this thing inside of my throat. It's fucking weird.
Smog.
And then, yeah, 100% pollution, smog, all this stuff. It's crazy, bro. I was just driving today and I was on the 2 highway and I was just
Mm-hmm.
looking at downtown LA from a distance and I'm like, yo, you could barely see that shit with all that smog.
Yeah. Well, especially around this time of year too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
It's
when it
crazy.
really doesn't rain at all. Cause like in the winter it rains a little bit, so then it clears up. But during the summer it barely rains.
Bro, and I
We have pretty
really,
good we have pretty good air quality here too.
right. Yeah, you guys live somewhat close to the ocean, so which is crazy because we live somewhat close to the ocean, but because LA is in more of like a valley, because the ocean's blocked off by the Malibu Mountains and stuff like that,
Right.
you don't really get that same trajectory of wind that's really clearing out this air and taking it to the fucking
Yeah.
sea.
That shit just stays there.
Circulating, bro. It's horrible.
Yeah. All that pollution, the cars.
I really didn't appreciate rain until I moved out here to California.
It happens.
What's that one movie with Jim Carrey? Truman Show.
Truman Show.
Mm-hmm. I remember you telling me about like, oh, bro, it's like the Truman Show out here, and I'm like, what? What the fuck are you complaining about, bro? Like that's beautiful. It doesn't rain ever. It's the same beautiful day every day. And then when you live here for a minute, you're kind of like, fuck. I wish there was like a big ass cloud or like something. Like let it change a little bit. Every day's the
Right.
same.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. It, and that's what's causing all the droughts, man. And that's not good.
Yeah.
Climate change.
I mean, it is a real thing, bro. It's just the policies that we currently have for it aren't the best. You know, it's really about profiting as opposed to helping the climate change or helping it get better.
Yeah.
We always end this podcast on a bad fucking sour
I
note.
know. What the fuck, dude? I was about to end this shit right now, and I was just thinking that same shit. Like, we always end it on a bad note. What the fuck? We can't help ourselves, man. It just happens.
Are we negative people, Marty?
No, because we get really positive in the beginning, and then we just like start talking about some real ass shit, and then it gets negative, you know?
Yeah, bro, but the
Because
finishes.
we just pretty much talk about what's going on in the world, and it's mostly negative right now.
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, man, I feel like our podcast is almost like not memorable sex. Like we give a good couple strokes in the beginning, and then at the end we just tire it out.
Yeah. No homo.
How's that homo?
Because I don't know. I guess it's not.
Come on, bro.
I'm tired of wearing this mask. All right, Nick.
Looks fucking weird now without it.
Really?
Your cheeks look a little bit puffier today.
I'm gaining weight.
Come on, Marty. Fuck, man. You're never gonna hit the gym.
I am.
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. It's gonna fucking start getting cold, then you're really not gonna be doing shit. You're not even gonna be hiking. You're gonna hibernate like a fucking bear all winter.
I'm sorry, Nick. Fuck, man. I want to
damn
get
it.
better.
No, you don't.
I want to get better, man. I swear. I've been taking some photos and I've been noticing my stomach sticking out, and I've been getting a little self-conscious about it. So I definitely need to do something about my situation here.
Come on. If you could or at least start with 50 push-ups a day.
That's
Break
not
it
gonna
into
help my
threes.
stomach.
Yeah, but that's going to get you into that mindset of like, all right, I can exercise every day, you know?
Yeah.
Come on, Marty. I believe in you, man. You fucking work so hard in other aspects of your life.
Yeah. I think it's actually gonna benefit me too from like working even harder on other aspects of my life.
For sure.
It's gonna motivate me to do more work than what I'm already doing now.
Exactly, man. Plus, you know, more views. Because if you look good, people want to see people that look good.
I guess so, huh? I guess so.
Everybody's talking about like fat shaming and all this stuff. Like, I get it. Like, don't shame fat people, but at the same time, fucking motivate them to go do something. You know, at
You're
one
right.
point in my, I mean, I don't consider myself skinny, but at one point in my life, I was fat. And you used to fucking pick on me all the time. So now I love the fact that the roles have reversed.
How much you weigh?
I weigh 175 right now. But it's not about weight. Like, I have
Yeah,
way more
but
muscle mass than you.
You do, but I'm starting to catch up.
And I'm taller than you, so I should weigh more than you.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna start tomorrow.
All right, guys, this is all the time that we have for the podcast today. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Definitely helps us. Give this video a thumbs up. Help the algorithm, people, because this is only going to motivate us to get more creative, make this podcast even better than what it is, and you know, make sure that we finish with some good strokes at the end. You know, we don't want to just have good sex in the beginning. We want to have it at the end as well. That's what matters, right, Marty?
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about sex or you're talking about podcasting?
They go hand in hand.
Oh. All right. Guys, see you next week then.
Deuces.
Hey, are you gonna talk about licking ass?
Is there something wrong about that?
Never mind.
let's just shut it off and I'll tell you what I really wanted to tell you.